Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie. Today I thought I would do a quick little update on what I've been reading so far for ELLs and for Aussie April. So I've read 2 books for each readathon at the moment, and then I thought I would share with you the ones that I'm currently reading and what I'm hoping to pick up next. I thought this might be a better way to do things. This month I was hoping to do vlogs, but I just haven't been feeling like it. So I'm gonna do 2 updates, this one and another one this month, and then I will do a wrap up, and I will decide, depending on what I end up reading at the end of the month, how I'll break that up. But let's start with the 2 that I've read for ELLs. So the first one I read was Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. I'll link my original TBRs for both readathons down below. This wasn't originally on there. I was originally going to read The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, and I read the first 10 pages and it was, yep, just the ableist language in it. I couldn't do it. And then I realized that this was for ancient runes and I needed the word heart, and I hadn't even thought of this one. So read this, rated it 5 stars, loved it. Just love everything Alice Oseman does. So yes, I'm also really happy that I have this done, though sad because I have officially read everything that she's put out so far. So now I've just got to wait for Volume 4 and for her book Loveless, that I hope is still coming out this year. And then I also read The Magnolia Sword, which is A Ballad of Mulan by Sherry Thomas. I read this one yesterday and I loved it. It was just, I don't know, there was just something kind of comforting about it. It's obviously based on the actual Ballad of Mulan rather than the Disney version, but it just kind of still gave me those warm fuzzy. I didn't expect it, but there is some LGBT elements to this as well, and it was just, yeah, it was just a fun little book, and it was definitely something I needed. Especially when we get onto the books that I've read for Aussie April. So I finished off the last 2 books from the Stella Prize longlist this year. So I started with The Yield by Tara June Lynch, and I mentioned that I needed this because this was intense and it was just very emotional. It didn't make me cry, but it just felt like a heavy weight on my heart. It was really, really good, but yeah, kind of when I got to the end of it, I was just exhausted, and I was just like, wow, that was just some, yeah. So rated this one 4 stars and also really, really enjoyed it. I also think this would be a great book to study. So I don't know why I think that, I just think it would be. And then last night, no, the night before, yes, Wednesday night, I finished There Was Still Love by Fable Perez. I don't know why I had to check that. I knew that off the top of my head. Whew. Okay, this is a tiny little book, and I was going through it and I was like, yeah, I'm loving this. This is great. I'm doing fine. And then maybe about 10 or 15 pages from the end, this is a book that's a lot about grandparents, and the grandpa made a joke that my grandma used to make, and I just lost it. I was just a sobbing mess. Yeah, the grandparents in here just really reminded me of my maternal grandparents, my grandma and grandpa, my grandma and pa, who both passed away. And I'm even getting emotional thinking about it. They were just really important to me. And yeah, I just saw so much of them in these characters, and it just, yeah, it made me cry a lot. And yeah, Like, even thinking about it now, I'm getting emotional. Anyway, so because I was a sobbing mess at like 11:30 on Wednesday night, I thought that what a good time to pick up a middle grade. So I went with The Threads of Magic by Alison Crugen. This is an Aussie title, and yeah, I'm not very far in yet. I'm like 40 pages in, but I'm enjoying it, but I'm not completely enamored with it yet. But yeah, I'm only a few chapters in, so there's still time. Like I said, I am enjoying it. It's just not my favorite. So in terms of owls, I've also got 2 others here. I'm not doing too bad on the TBR. I think I've got 8 books that were on there, so 2 are done. And I'm working at the moment on Jasper Jones by Craig Silvey. This is my book for astronomy, so I'm reading this primarily at night. I'm 30 pages into it, so I haven't really been reading it for long. This is also an Aussie book, so it's kind of marking off both, which is nice. But these have got, well, this has got the longest chapters. Like, the first chapter is 50 pages long. So, and yeah, there's only like seven chapters in there in total or something like that. So yeah, I'm kind of slowly working through it, but I will get through it. And then this one I haven't started yet, but I feel like I might actually pick up this today as well. Anyway, this is Wild Wild Rake by Jana McGregor. This is a historical romance book. I think it's like 4th or something in this series. Okay, I think it's maybe book 6. I haven't read any of the others, but that's the great thing about historical romance, is you don't usually have to. So I'm just kind of in the mood for a historical romance today, I think. So I might start this one off as well. But yeah, there we go. Those are the books that I have been reading and that I'm going to be reading. Obviously, I am reading some other things during this month, as well as the books for those 2 readathons. So I will definitely be doing a wrap up at the end of the month, or the start of next month. But yeah, we're gonna work out whether I'm gonna split that or whatever. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Monday. I'm gonna be talking about the BookTube prize. So I'll see you all then. Thanks for watching. Bye.